Kyla, in what way would you say things are most different compared to what you expected from your MS?
Compared to what I expected, it couldn't be more different. I assumed I would be in a wheelchair, that I might be incontinent, that MS would be what I spent my time doing, taking care of myself, maintaining my health. And in fact, it's been so different than that. My life looks almost as it did before. I do use one of the disease-modifying agents, so I do have to give myself injections. But other than that, I've gone back to running half marathons. I have a very intense job as a director of admissions at a pretty selective school. I have a child, a husband. So I'm kind of just kept it going. My life didn't change, which is a blessing.
So EJ, if a person who was just diagnosed to MS sought you out knowing your involvement with MS, what advice or suggestions would you have for that person just diagnosed in view of your experiences?
I actually do speak to quite a few people who have been recently diagnosed, and the first thing I tell them is, really how different it is being diagnosed today than it was 25 years ago or even 10 years ago when I was diagnosed. The amount of medications and therapies available for people, even the ease of diagnosing, although sometimes people have difficulty being diagnosed, people are much more aware. And I think having therapies and having doctors available to treat MS as quickly as possible is really helpful. And not just for relapsing remitting, where we have so many therapies available, but going forward, so much of the research is now focused on the progressive forms of MS, that's also a very hopeful time for people.
Well, that's great. Bonnie, even though you're not officially diagnosed as MS, I assume you've been on treatment?
Yes, disease-modifying medication, daily injections.
A daily injection. So that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. How burdensome has that been?
It's not burdensome at all. When you think that you are doing something to prevent an unknown in the future, if you put it in that perspective, it's as simple as brushing your teeth.
Yeah, so you just get used to the routine.
Just get used to the routine like anything else.
And of course, we were stuck, pardon the pun, with the injectable medicines for many years, but now we have a lot of oral medicines. Have you given any thought or did you ask your doctor about the oral medicines?
I did ask my doctor, and at the time I asked him, he said the results wasn't conclusive in terms of the trials, and I have no issue with the injectables whatsoever.
So a lot of people who are doing really well on injectables take the "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" approach.
Yeah, I would take the lead what my doctor suggested. Again, I have no issue with the injections.
And none of you are on oral disease-modifying agents, is that right? But it is nice to know that they're there if you run into problems with the injections. Have you had any problems with, Bonnie, with having taken so many injections? That's like, I don't know, that's like several thousand injections you've done over the last
I've been on the
11 years.
medication 10.5 years, and I've started to develop atrophy in my legs and a little bit in my arms. So it's a bit frustrating, but when I step back and look at the big picture of there's something out there that I firmly believe is helping me, it becomes immaterial.
Again, it is good to know some people do run into significant problems with injections after they've been on them for many years, and those are people for whom the oral agents are a good option.